Yo, what's up, my beloved hashtag champions fam? It's the bad guy WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. Oh, yeah, because we got Hall of Fame Randy Savage officially in the game. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a short, sweet, and brief synopsis of this Ring in the New Year Hall of Fame theme so far. Personally, when it comes to X-Pac, is he S tier plus worthy? Depending on all the bells and whistles that you get equipped with him, being the gear, let alone certain skill plates and straps, yes, X-Pac is a boss. However, he is not the greatest Hall of Fame unit thus far. He's great. He's viable. He does serve his purpose as a free-to-play unit, but he is not the be-all, end-all. So, whether you decided to get him for free at 3-star, whether you are deciding to go in and log in every day to pick up those shards to fuse him up to 4-star silver, or you opened up your wallet to either get him at 4-star gold with the pack that was available, or going ahead and doing some pulls on his banner to get him at 5-star or higher. At the end of the day, as long as you got him, that's all that matters. We got new tokens in the game. The only thing that deterred me about X-Pac was this. They had the tour that was up and available for him. And in order to get the tokens that you needed in order to take X-Pac up to the next star rarity, you needed X-Pac to be at 5-star in order to get those tokens. So immediately, you already knew what was going down there. It was pretty much the same thing that they did with Happy Corbin. To a certain part with the tour, you could use him, and then you obviously had to get him up to a higher star rarity to clear more, to get more bonus contest rewards. And I have to shake my head on that. Business is business. You know, whatever you do is whatever you do, but with that being said, it gets to a point where it becomes blatantly obvious that Champions has become more or less a pay-to-win cash grab game instead of a genuinely experienced game that can be enjoyable for all facets of players, one way or the other. So I will also admit that. I'm happy that X-Pac got his due and he got his flowers alongside Nash, Hall of Fame Trickster. Both gameplays that I've seen of them are amazing, incredible. They definitely got their due. It's just, again, the delivery, the execution on Scopely and Champion side is very disheartening at times. When it comes to the Talent Up event, the Talent Up actually wasn't that hard because you could literally clear it all out if you just worked on your Hall of Fame champions. So again, if you went ahead and got X-Pac, you decided to buy the 4-star gold fuse up, that was half the battle right there. If you had some 4-star Hall of Fame units to work on, if you had some 5-star Hall of Fame units to work on, with all the tokens that we were able to get out of those chests, you basically got reimbursed what you spent and invested in those moves. So that was a win on that side. I also want to just give out advice here and now, too, when it comes to moving forward with WWE Champions and Talent Ups. Every Talent Up doesn't have to be maxed out, short, sweet, and brief like a lot of us have become accustomed to. You don't always have to just take up characters to 5-star silver, gold, or 6-star bronze just to make it quick and easy. You can always alternate. So you can one month, one MLC Talent Up, you can work on your heavy hitters, taking them up to 5-star silver, gold, getting them to 6-star bronze. The next month, you can focus on all of your niche or go-to essential, versatile trainer and coaches and even promoters. There are ways to capitalize and win in Champions without you going resource broke. And that's one thing I say. You never want to hit zero. It's okay to go down the parameter once in a blue moon, but you never want to hit zero with all your resources. So when it comes to Talent Ups, I know they can be a drain sometimes. I know these MLC increases for different types of resources have become a huge burden and hindrance to certain people and certain players who want to stay in and unlock their chase champions. I've seen people recently just unlock Ezekiel already. Well, with a 2-month MLC, that's more than enough time to unlock the chase champion. But with that being said, though, you always want to be smart and you always want to be responsible with your resources. So, long story short, X-Pac, great champion, not S tier plus worthy, even though he was a good catalyst introduction to a new tier, because Kevin Nash, Hall of Fame, is definitely S tier plus. And of course, the man we're about to talk about now is certainly worthy of that branding. But aside from that, X-Pac is good. Get him free 3-star bronze. Get the shards for him to give him the 4-star silver. If you got the 4-star gold pack or you pull for him, cool. I shake my finger at the Scopely for doing what they did with putting the new resources behind the paywall, but it's not surprising either. This isn't the first time they've done it. It won't be the last either. Talent ups moving forward, alternate. Be smart with your resources. 1 month, work on and zone in on your heavy hitters. Next month, take care of trainers and coaches and promoters because they're not going anywhere. But now let's go ahead and dive on in because we got a new faction feud, a new 24-hour block feud that's going to be going on, and we got a new character in Hall of Fame, Randy Savage. Acrobat. Finally getting his due, getting his flowers. And I am actually going to say this, to pull or not to pull, looking at his banner alone is actually worth its stout. It is worth it. I mean, look, it depending on where you are, depending on who you are, Hall of Fame characters and icons of WrestleMania characters are two of the easiest classes to enhance, not touch your other key tokens for specific classes. And on top of that, depending on which kind you're going after, IOW, of course, you're going to be able to get more shards of them compared to other units. You should definitely go and pull on this banner for the specific fact of not only Randy Savage, you're getting some solid other chances at other good characters. I mean, look what the drip plate did to Hall of Fame Andre. He had his moment in the sun. With the drip plate on Andre, he's basically on another level. He's entered God mode. He's activated Master Ultra Instinct. He's true alter ego on here. If you know Dragon Ball Super, you know the references, okay? He's gone Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan. But then on top of that, you got a chance at Hulk Hogan. You got a chance at legend striker Randy Savage, still a viable top tier, top notch champion on all facets of content. You got a chance at Bret Hart, legend, monster defensive beast. You have HBK DX Army, another great offensive monster. Even with how things are going with the new Savage, he's still a guy that gets it done. Ted DiBiase, Hall of Fame, incredible coaching ability. You got a chance at a lot of good characters. All these characters on here that are featured have great trainer and coaching abilities that can help out your account. Plus, they're heavy hitters and they're viable. They're going to represent. You got a chance at Rocker Sean, a great new gen rep. Hall of Fame Dusty, a former Chase unit, back in it. Back at it again, incredible trainer and coaching ability, and a monster at 6-star, if I say so myself. Sika, you can't go wrong with the legend requirement. Bret Hart, I'm going to get into him very shortly as well before I get out of here. And even Legend Savage. He's one of the first champions to have a move where the pin bar doesn't move, which you could utilize to your benefit and help you. Jerry the King Lawler. Pick him up here at a lower star rarity. Get to Silver League loot where he's offered at 5-star silver. You can pull him absolutely free. A free champion. A champion that gets dropped in a lot of briefcase loots. So there are opportunities in this loot. You're going to get bang for your buck. Even King Nakamura is a monster. I've heard great words about 6-star Tech AJ with how he's able to lower gem damage for people. You got a lot of great people. Even Trickster Savage, High Chief Maivia, great trainer and coaching abilities. You're getting bang for your buck here. So even if you got scoped, you're going to walk away with something that you could utilize. Legend HTM, Honky Tonk Man, Mean Guitar, put in a lot of work for a lot of people in this past faction boss. So this is one of those banners where I have to say to pull or not to pull. I honestly say to pull because you're not going to go wrong. You got a lot of great utilization out of all the characters that are featured on here. Got MP trainers and coaches. You got gem generation. You got gem damage boost. You got submission reduction. You got all types of versatility with this banner. So I will recommend and suggest going on this banner and doing what you got to do. However, let's get to the cream of the crop. The true cream of the crop here, Randy Savage. If you haven't seen this gameplay video, I'm going to have some links down below, specifically Sir Zorro. I am truly loving what Sir Zorro and Merrick's do with their gameplay videos because of the breakdowns. Merrick's just literally walks you through it like a tutorial, letting you know what you can do with it, being very reasonable and realistic with the builds that you can make when it comes to free-to-play or pay-to-play. And then Sir Zorro is just showing the true full optimization of a character, even throwing out all different facets of builds so that you know know which one is going to work for you. He lets the content speak for him. He doesn't have to talk. The actions speak louder than words approach. I absolutely love these guys as well as everyone else who does their gameplay. But when it comes to Savage, first and foremost, the artwork is mwah. Peace to Resistance is absolutely beautiful. He finally got his flowers. He's finally in the game. I love his artwork here. Then when it comes to his moves, this guy can beat you down in a plethora of ways. And I love characters who are Swiss Army units. You can call them cards. You can call them posters. You can call them toys. Whatever you want. These units are the best kind of units. Just like Hall of Fame Undertaker. He can take you down in a multitude of ways. Hall of Fame Savage is the same way. He's got moves that cycle. He's got moves that are going to just put you down for the count. And he's actually a guy who doesn't need all of his gears to be God mode. There's no way around it. Seeing the gameplay, look, he's got one move that cycles his 2 yellow moves. He can put a bunch of multiply gems down on the board. He can put multiply gems down on the board either by making a rows of them, or making random submission gems into them, okay? He's got snowfall gems. He's got snowfall gems that turn into blue gems, allowing him to cycle there. He's got the juggernaut gems that are boosting the strength of his multiply gems and going to make those gems into purple, enabling him to cycle again. He has once more a move that doesn't make the pin bar move, so he can deal all this crazy insane damage to you. Shout out to Gearsan, definitely going to leave a link down below for him as well, where you can literally just keep on cycling, dealing crazy insane damage, blow up the board however you want to, and the pin bar's not moving. It's not forcing an early pin. So you can literally be the puppet master, shout out to Metallica, when it comes to any opposition you got. He has a bleed mood also, and this is, again, a new move that can only be used when in a pinning situation. But looking at how hard he hits, I doubt Macho Man's going to be in a lot of pinning situations, but it's going to be great to utilize in feuds. It's going to be great for feuds. I know for sure that's going to be a place where it can be utilized. Showdown. I'm getting to the point where I'm understanding that these pin bar moves, it's very well a new meta, and they're also going to be trying to do away with another meta, which I'm going to cover real shortly. But pretty much, these are great defensive tactics to give you a breath of fresh air. They first did it with the reversal move. Now they're doing moves that are outside of reversal moves that literally can only be used when you do the pin. And depending on the champion you're using, it can literally lead to wreaking havoc and unleashing an early apocalypse upon your opposition. So he's got the bleed move with there as well. Then he even has a skip turn move. He can literally run a triple purple move where he's spamming nothing but multiply gems with the sub, putting multiply gems down on the board and strengthening them with the juggernaut gems, then also increasing the multiply gem strength before turning them into purple gems, and you can continue the cycle over and over and over. He has many different ways to somersault you, and you won't even lay a finger on him. His trainer ability is actually interesting too, because for powerhouses only, it's going to be reducing submission turns all the way to a max of 10. So this looks like they really are trying to do away with the super subs. They already nerfed them in the feuds. Now this is just taking it to a next level with now we're getting the class specifics again, where powerhouse only, showboat only, striker, technician, trickster, acrobat. Obviously, there's a lot of top tier characters out there that have very rock solid, heavy move damage dealing subs. But you can also look at it as a benefit depending. Now, I want to see this ability utilized in battle to see how this will work. Because if that's the situation, does that mean now that you're reducing it like that? Does that mean that now, like, for instance, Anvil, Powerhouse Anvil, right? If he utilizes Savage, does that mean that it's going to be reduced to the point where okay, never mind. It's the opponent's turn. But even still, if you reduce it to that point where the submission turn is obsolete, do those special gems that remain get left on the board? So does that mean you're going to have more of those specialty gems on the board? Or because it's canceling out the submission gem like that, does that mean there's going to be no specialty gems left after? So it's like someone like Anvil or someone who utilized like blast gems, or Rey Mysterio, someone like that, does that mean that the multiply gems of Dom, are those going to be left on the board? Are they going to be, or Hall of Fame Snoop, are those going to be left on the board if they get canceled out completely like this? Or does it mean, okay, you reduce the opponent's turn, but their specialty gems are still going to remain on the board? That's something that I have to see utilize a first-hand experience, because I don't think anyone's done that in the gameplay just yet to see how this benefits or how this will work against somebody. So I would tread lightly on that, but it does look cool. It does look cool. And I do wonder if we're going to end up getting trainers and coaches that are similar to this, but for our side. Just like how we had striker Ric Flair, who helped out with Rated R's Superstar Edge, with Ultimate Opportunist Edge, Ruthless Aggression Trickster, with reducing his submission quicker. I wonder if that's going to be the case, if we're going to end up having the flip side. So we're starting off with these now to reduce them by 10, and then we get the other side where it benefits us, and we're able to reduce ours for those champions who have those specialty gems that get placed. So obviously, having someone for Randy Savage, reducing his submission, so you have nothing but a ton of multiply gems down on the board. Is that coming too? I am intrigued to see that. And of course, with his gear, he's got the increases strength, multiply gem strength by 1 as well as 3, so a total of 4. You throw in Showboat Matt Hardy. I understand a lot of people are upset about Matt Hardy because not everyone has him, but look, they also have Trickster Rock out there. Trickster Rock also increases your multiply gem strength. There's also other champions that they're introducing that are utilizing the increase of multiply gem strength alongside, combined with submissions. So there are other ways to work around Matt Hardy. You also have Demon Balor, who's boosting the gem strength of your multiply gems too. So it isn't the end of the world if you don't have him. And quite frankly, he's the GOAT. He's hands down one of the best. I'm not going to say he's the best Hall of Fame champion, because once again, trainers, coaches, promoters, straps, skill plates, and metal setups. Anybody can become a top tier unit. But I will say he's easily one of the best champions in the game right now. That's what I will say to him. I will give him that much due, and he is worthy of the 6-star, of the S-star, S tier plus. He is definitely worthy of that. But I'm also going to say this too. I was able to beat him in the challenge mode. And I get it. It's only one specific build he's using in this one, right? But I was able to get it done with the Hall of Fame requirement because I was able to use my man Bret Hart here. And Bret Hart is a guy that I love, and I'm glad that I took him up to 6-star during the talent up. But this is how I actually was able to beat him. Juggernaut gems are crucial, and I actually came across I guess someone was talking in Merrick's Discord about utilizing the purple setup for Bret Hart. So I went ahead and tried it out for myself, and pretty much it worked like a dream. Now, as you can see, this is pretty much how it works. You put down the Juggernaut gems. The Juggernaut gems are going to increase your purple MP, and then it's going to make random gems into bot gems. You use the choose move submission to load up your finisher, and plus you can so obviously make a wild cardo, leave one gem separate from everything else, so you can still get all the turns way down, take down his MP for his moves, and then of course you load up the finisher. And then you have the finisher dealing a little bit of damage, but you're getting to reduce the damage of your opponent's gems by 74% for a total of 3 turns. So pretty much you spam the board with a bunch of Juggernaut gems. You continue to place more and more botch gems down. You get your submission loaded up, and then you hit the finisher. And obviously with Honky Tonk Man on here, we got it where you can see everything. Purple move MP from Trickster Woods. Honky Tonk Man reduces the gem damage from the color gems. Then I got Nikki on there for more damage for the submission. Shelton for more from the submission. And then, of course, I got Roman on there for showdown tactics and antics. Now, one thing that I could have done, but I can't do at the moment currently, is I could have had a strap on him. If I had a strap on him, I could have gone the armor route and received even more or less damage from the gems that Savage did, so Savage's gem damage will be reduced further. Aside from that, I could have also had a strap on him, and I could have played into using the skill plate to smoke, where basically when you break blue gems, you get purple MP back. So I would have had a consistent flow of purple MP, so I can continue to spam more and more Juggernaut gems out on the board, meaning even when he breaks them, more box gems are coming out. Even when he breaks them, my MP's going up, so it would be a constant cycle. I was able to beat him with a 6-star Bret Hart, and you could probably even beat him with a 5-star gold Bret Hart or 5-star silver. It's going to take time. It'll be tedious, but if you have the strap, if you have the smoke skill plate, you can get it done. Macho Man is a monster, but any monster can be taken down. And look, Bret Hart is an A tier unit, and he took down an S tier plus. So I'm giving you hope. I'm letting y'all know that it might be tedious, but this was true defensive cheesing. No skill plate, just consistent flow of Juggernaut gems, spamming out botch gems, loading up and cycling the finisher, taking down his MP every chance he got with the submission, and just running wild. So top tier champions can be beat by lower tier champions. Doesn't take away from Savage being a monster, but it also shows the viability of Bret Hart. If you have Bret Hart is still good. He was able to take him down. Now, obviously, when you're infused, no, this would not work. You would run out of time with spamming this like that. But again, if you have all the whistles and everything going, then you be straight. You be good to go, because you'll be able to cycle more consistently. You'd have more added gem defense, so his gems wouldn't be hitting as hard. You'd be able to be viable. Plus, don't forget, you also have trainers and coaches out there that reduce, for class specifics, reduce the damage from power gems, protect gems, multiply gems. So there are ways to counter guys like Randy Savage, even if you don't have a S tier unit on your team yet. So with that being said, looking at it when it comes to the feud setup that's coming on, the contest actually looks legit. Do as much as you can. I mean, even with this contest for the solo, for what I'm doing so far, I mean, I'm making good pace without spending any money. So obviously, there's going to be more tours that launch over the weekend. You're going to get resources from doing battling with Hall of Fame characters. I just hope they don't add any more paywall characters. If they do, kudos to the whales that are able to capitalize on that. Aside from that, just do what you can and have a great time. I mean, that's what the game's all about. Have a good time, have fun. Kudos to everyone who's been able to pull Savage. And again, the rewards, the resources, it's just sad how they did things with X-Pac's tour, but there's going to be more opportunities one way or the other, whether free or cash grab, to get those Hall of Fame tokens to work on your new units. I personally felt that it's just literally another reason to get people to spend money, because they literally could have had new Hall of Fame units introduced that utilize the old Hall of Fame units tokens. There was no need to deviate and make a new version of Hall of Fame tokens when we already have Hall of Fame tokens. So you can take that as you will, but let's chop it up in the comments below. I actually got to get ready to go to work right now, but I wanted to just touch base on it. The contest seems legit. Just go as far as you can. You don't have to spend to have fun. Figure out ways to big brain it. Figure out ways to beat the challenge mode, the challenge tours. Everyone has a Hall of Fame Savage. I know that one of the requirements is going up against Hall of Fame Savage. Everyone has a Savage. So like I said earlier, Acrobat Savage utilizes the pin bar not moving. So if you got maxed out tour perks, if you got the right trainer set up, you can cycle and deal crazy damage and beat Acrobat's Hall of Fame Savage before he even makes a move on you. It can be done. When it comes to Showboat Savage, Showboat Savage is able to spam a multitude of Protect gems. So you get enough Protect gems out on the board before he gets multiplied gems out, you're going to be able to keep him down. And then when it comes to Trickster Savage, he can increase his gem damage and blow up the entire board, making it easier to cycle. And I'm speaking about these characters without you having any straps or skill plates. Just going in there with trainers and coaches, you can beat Savage. You can beat him without the straps. It's just an additional bonus. So do that. Take care of the tour. The tours are also the main tour for the first one requires Savage. Everyone had a chance of picking up a 5-star Trickster Savage. Everyone's either pulled Showboat Savage, has many shards sitting on, don't have to use TP for him, and as well as Acrobat Savage. He's been a lot more easier to and accessible to pull and recruit. So everyone has a Randy Savage. Or go for IOW, Icon of WrestleMania Savage. Another character who I mentioned earlier. It's easy to pick up his shards, easy to recruit, easy to promote and upgrade and enhance and evolve. You have options. There's no excuse. It's just a thing of don't be upset when they have required superstars and you don't have those required superstars up and ready to go at the moment. There's a choice. Either you go and clear through the tour. Nothing's stopping you from doing the tour unless they literally specifically like you can only use Savage for the tour. Do what you can. Get what you can. Leave out and be cool. If you're going to spend money, then it really isn't going to matter. But aside from that, if you don't have the character at the place that you need to be and you don't feel like working on them, that's your choice too. It's not your fault. It's up to you. It's just a responsibility thing. It's just being realistic. Either you're going to put in the work, you're going to put in the effort, and by working on them during the weekend with these faction contests, you're going to be able to get bonuses that help your faction, or you fall back and realize, hey, my guy's only 2-star. I'm not taking him all the way to 4-star, 5-star to get this extra resources. I can miss out on that. I respect it. I'm not against it. So with that being said, always know that, hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are you thinking about Hall of Fame Savage? I really think he is one of the be-all, end-alls. I think he's hands down one of the best champions in the game. Starting off the year off right. Finally seeing Hall of Fame Savage in the game. It's an honor. It's a blessing. One of my favorites. I already told y'all, if I had to choose, am I a Hogan guy or am I a Savage guy? I'm a Savage guy. I'm not pulling for him. I already told y'all, I'm not going to be spending any money like that on mobile games moving forward. I got a solid roster. I can learn to do workarounds. RNG's RNG. I'll get blessed with the straps I need. I'll get blessed with the skill plates I need. I'll do what I have to do. I'll get the resources that I need, and I'll be at peace. It's all good. It's all love. But I love that Savage is in this game. I'm glad that they made him a monster, that they made him. I'm intrigued by his trainer ability. His gears make him a monster, but he is a hoss even without it. So congratulations to everyone that pulled him. But with that being said, y'all let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts about this ring in the new year? Let me know what your thoughts are about this new phase 2 of Winter of Wonder with Hall of Fame X-Pac with his gears. Were you able to get both? Did you only get one because of the talent up? What are your thoughts on Nash? What are your thoughts on Savage? Are you going to pull for Savage? Are you going to pursue Nash? Both are worthy of the S tier plus. When I saw S tier plus and I saw their gameplay, I'm like, yep, that makes sense. X-Pac as a defensive monster, yes, he is a beast. He is godly. But at the end of the day, I don't think he holds a candle to Savage or Nash. So with that, that's also expected with him being a free-to-play character. But aside from that, go ahead, get those shards, get them fused up to 4-star silver. More than likely, they'll come back with deals and offers for those new tokens, and there's going to be other opportunities to pick them up through milestones and tours moving forward. So you didn't miss out, even if in the moment you feel like you have. Always know that you're a winner, and always know that you're a champion. So until next time, y'all, enjoy this weekend. Have a blessed one. I will see you soon. Check out the description below this video to check out gameplay for these for a Hall of Fame Savage, as well as the contest breakdown for Savage's weekend, and have a great feud as well. Mad love always, and until next time, peace.